Welcome. I am Vicky Manitou Okas. Welcome to the Worm Composting Workshop for Small Spaces. I'm glad you could join me. Today I have my studio manager with me, and so you might hear her in the background. So we've got Bugsy in the workshop with me today, so we'll see how that goes. But okay, so I'm going to introduce you to worm composting um, in, in a way that works for very small spaces. It could be either, um, it could be an apartment, it could be a small outdoor space, or it could be for a greenhouse. This system that I'm setting up is designed for indoor worm composting. So this is a type of setup that I would set up for myself in an RV or a small apartment. In my opinion, one critical part of resiliency and sustainability is to capture and cycle resources and energy in your system. Okay. One part of that is the nutrients that pass through your hands in your kitchen so that you can turn that back into fertility for your plants. And that keeps that cycle going as much as possible in your system so that it becomes a benefit to you instead of a waste product in the waste stream. This is the ideal setup for indoor composting, small spaces, greenhouses, container gardenings, that type of thing. I could scale this down to work in an RV, or I can scale it up enough to work in a commercial greenhouse operation. Look at that. I was playing with the worm bin just a little bit after the worm composting class workshop, and look what I found. I've only had these worms for about 3 weeks, and I already have baby worms. Isn't that so beautiful? I don't know if you can see it, but see that light band on the red worm? That is the developing egg sac for your composting worms. And those egg sacs will they'll work that egg sac off of the worm, off the body of the worm, and that develops into a little egg sac that will stay in the soil until the worms hatch out of that egg sac. So when you have enough worms, you'll start seeing those little egg cocoons in your soil as they naturally work their way off of the worm and they leave it behind in your worm compost. Okay, I'm going to put this one back in the soil.